Hello there, HQTs! Who is thirsty for trivia on this Thursday evening? You are, of course, and I hope you're ready because we're about to go from dusk till dawn, players. I'm Sharon Carpenter, your Jackie Brown, here to help you take the trivia crown. This ain't no Pulp Fiction. It's a true romance for all you inglorious bastards. No, I'm not cursing because that's bastard with an E, thank you very much. Now, I hope you're death-proof and have extra lives on stash to try to win that cash, or you could be in trouble. So let me burst this bubble and break down this wall as well. Why not? Hi, everyone, and welcome, HQTs. And tonight, QT has a very different meaning. This is Quentin Tarantino Trivia Night. It's going to be a blockbuster of a game. But do you have the skills to kill Bill and reap those dollar bills while you're at it? This, of course, is HQ Trivia, where you use your brain to make it rain. And Quentin's latest movie is out tomorrow, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It stars Hollywood's hottest hunks. Oh yeah, Brad Pitt and Leo DiCaprio. And yes, I know they're way more than just good looks, as is the beautiful Margot Robbie. Some of the best actors out there for sure. Can't wait to see that this weekend. But right now, we are deep into season 4 of HQ, and I see you all leveling up. I see you. I'm going to ask you a series of questions tonight. You have 10 seconds to tap that answer. If you get it right, you move on. If you make it to question 11 and get that correct, you'll have the chance to win a cash prize or keep playing towards the jackpot. As always, we'll have other prize questions in the mix. More winning, more Wonka, as I always like to say. Now, tonight, we are giving away a box office smashing $230,000. What? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you. All right, you said it. I'm not going to do anything. Now, on Sunday, we are bringing you a game that puts the cute in HQT. We are bringing adorable animals night. Whether you're buddies with a bunny or pals with a puppy, you'll be saying, oh, aren't they cute? Look at those right there. We'll be saying, oh, all night. That's at 9 p.m. on Sunday. Can't wait for that, for sure. Now, you all want to level up as high as you possibly can this season. And don't worry, we've got you. You can buy point multipliers. You see it on your screen in front of you right now. The more points you earn, the higher your level, the better chance you have of winning money and hitting the mega jackpots. My fingers are crossed for all of you tonight for sure. Now, one of Quentin Tarantino's most epic films is Pulp Fiction, of course. Who remembers that classic scene where John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson were discussing international burgers of all things? Well, let's see how well you remember. Here's a fun question for you. What is the quarter pounder called in France? Is it Royale with cheese, Le Fromage de Jour, or J'adore burger? If you remember the scene, the answer was given away. The quarter pounder in France. Francais. Okay, you remember Royale with cheese. Yeah, well done to you. 76% of you got that. I have another one for you. Are you ready for the second one? Which of these is a real McDonald's Spain burger menu item? McPollo, radical sandwich, ultra meaty. McDonald's Spain. I was in Spain recently, but I certainly didn't go to McDonald's for dinner. No, I did not. McPollo, radical sandwich, ultra meaty. Which could it be? McPollo! Oh, you guys are too good tonight. 59% of you got that correct, although the ultra meaty sounds kind of good, doesn't it? Now, this is more of a personal opinion, really. Which of these international Dunkin' Donuts do you want to try? Pork, green tea, Rocky Road. Which one would you want to try? I know which one most of us probably would definitely never want to try in a lifetime. Let's see if you go for it anyway. All right, yes, Rocky Road, 70%. Only 9% want to try pork. Well, you guys are certainly brave. I hope you enjoyed that tasty snack. It's almost time for the full course meal. Now I want to dance. I want to win. I want that trophy. So, tap good. All right, players, it's about that time. It's time to get to the quizzing. Here we go with Q1. What is the real name of Uma Thurman's character in the Kill Bill franchise? Bill, Mia Wallace, Beatrix Kiddo. Uma Thurman is just too fabulous for her own good, really, isn't she? Love her. This is not a tricks question, and I'm not kidding either. Beatrix Kiddo. Tricks are for kids, remember? 126,000 of you knew that was sort of brutal-ish, wasn't it? For Q1. Now, we only knew Uma as the bride or Black Mamba in the first Kill Bill. In the second, we find out her true identity, Beatrix Kiddo on a mission to kill Bill and anyone else in her way, for that matter. So watch out now. Now, remember, don't get sabotaged by a savage without an extra life. You can use up to 3 in a game. Buy one right now if you see it on your screen in front of you. You can also buy extra lives throughout the game by tapping on the heart icon below. It's better than safe. It's death proof. You just can't use them on prize questions or after Q12. Here's Q2. How is Michael Fassbender's character ultimately exposed as an Englishman in this scene?
Wie viele Gläser? 5. Für mich nicht.
Ich mag Scotch, Scotch mag mich nicht.
Ich auch nicht, ich bleib beim Shampoos.
Hand gesture. Monty Python quotes Love of the Beatles. He exposes himself. Not in that way. Take your mind out the gutter. An Englishman does certain things, you know. The plan was working oh so well until Michael messed it up. He used the wrong hand gesture. Yes, he did. Hand gesture is the correct answer. 155,000 of you remember that one. Apparently, Germans gesture the number 3 with their thumb and 2 fingers, while the English use 3 fingers. The giveaway ended with another gesture, guns pointed at groins. It got very uncomfortable. Q3. It's rumored that Tarantino's next movie will be an entry in which franchise? Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel. Any of these would be so awesome. But which one is the rumor about? If you went for Star Wars, that's just wishful thinking. Going where Quentin's never been before is Star Trek. You are trekking onwards, 122,000 of you are. Tarantino apparently wants to retire soon, but not before he directs his first Star Trek movie. He describes the possible project as Pulp Fiction in space. Can you imagine? Me neither. Q4. What book of the Bible is Jules supposedly quoting here?
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
Is that supposed to be Revelation, Numbers, or Ezekiel? Jules was kind of scary in that scene. And it didn't end so well for the person that he was talking to. If you remember, he said what too many times. Here's a revelation. It's not Revelation. It was supposed to be Ezekiel. Did you find that? Easy. 143,000 of you did. It looks like Sam Jackson's character wasn't paying close attention in Bible study or had a memory lapse. Those words he quoted are not what it says in the big book. Not at all. Q5. On which of these movies does Tarantino not have a writing credit? True Romance, Wild at Heart, Natural Born Killers. Yes, he's a writer-director. He's a man of many talents. If you went for True Romance, that was absolutely false. No way to tame it. It's Wild at Heart. Are you wilding out right now on this savage question? Savage happening here on Q5. Over 100,000 gone, 60,000 of you made it through. Natural Born Killers and True Romance were penned in part by Tarantino. Yes, they were. Meanwhile, 1990's Wild at Heart was written from the heart of David Lynch. Yes, indeed. Q6. What actor plays a Pulp Fiction character with the same last name as a character in Reservoir Dogs? John Travolta, Bruce Willis, Tim Roth. Both of these are epic movies, 2 of my favorites. It was supposed to be the same character, actually, but when Michael Madsen turned down the role, it went to John Travolta. Yes, it did. And 92,000 of you staying alive right now. When he couldn't get Mr. Blonde himself, Tarantino opted for Travolta to play Vincent rather than Vic Vega, and then made them brothers. As you do, he likes to tie his movies together. Q7. Which of these actors appears in the most Tarantino films? Michael Madsen, Harvey Keitel, Kurt Russell. Who holds the record out of these three? A lot of films he was in. Sam Jackson actually wins the title, but right on his tail is Michael Madsen. Don't be mad, son, if you got that wrong. 66,000 of you got it right. That was brutal. Yes, it was. Russell and Keitel are in 3, but Madsen has taken on 4 big roles, both Kill Bills, Reservoir Dogs, and The Hateful Eight. He was supposed to be in Once Upon a Time, but his scenes got cut. Awkward. Q8. What horror film was reportedly a huge inspiration for The Hateful Eight? The Evil Dead, The Thing, Hellraiser. Don't hate me here on Q8. Don't be late with tapping. 3 classic horror films that we love, but which one inspired The Hateful Eight? That movie about that thing, you know? The Thing. And you are doing your thing right now, 81,000 of you. Think about it. Kurt Russell starred in both, and they're both about a group who turn on each other in icy conditions. No happy ending for either movie. Ended kind of horribly, actually. Q9. What actor actually owned the horse they ride in Django Unchained? Christoph Waltz, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jamie Foxx. Shout out to Reggie Hudlin, my old boss and producer of Django. Yeah, I worked with him at BET. We know he's a thespian, but did you know he's an equestrian? Jamie Foxx. You hunted that one down. 83,000 of you did. Why ride some strange steed when you can handle your own filly? Jamie recruited his pet named Cheetah for the role of Tony the Horse, and his big screen debut, it was a huge success. Whoa, Nelly. We're at Q10 already. Which actor describes in a Tarantino film a character oddly similar to one they play in another Tarantino film? Uma Thurman, Michael Madsen again, or Tim Roth? Quite confusing, but they predicted the future. One of them perfectly describes their own Kill Bill character during the movie Pulp Fiction. Who is it? It's Uma Thurman, that's who. Uma Thurman, you went for fact, not fiction, 60,000 of you. Remember, Uma's character describes the role she played in a TV pilot 9 years later. That role was Kill Bill's The Bride, also played by Uma. Don't play yourself. We have a prize question, the first one of the game coming at you. As you know, if you get this question correct, you'll have to make a choice. Take the money and run, or keep moving towards the big one, $230,000 on the line. Good luck. Let's go. Q11. Which of these TV shows does not have an episode directed by Tarantino? Alias, CSI, ER. Why not, though? Every show should have an episode directed by Tarantino. If you went for CSI, your investigation uncovered nothing. It's the show otherwise known as Alias is what we're going for here. 23,000 on a Savage. That was another Savage question on Q11. We're double the Savage so far in the game. Tarantino didn't direct any Alias episodes, but he did act in 4 of them with Jennifer Garner. Don't act up now, because I've got cash on offer. What have we got in the bank? We've got 9 cents. We're offering to 23,604 players. Next prize, 4 questions away. Want to take that cash or not? Are you going to stick with me and rock out? 3,535 players chose to take the 9 cents early winners tonight. 20,000 still playing. Let's go. We've got work to do. And don't forget, it's your last chance to use your extra lives. They won't work after Q12, as you know. Let's move forward. Q12. Which Muppet movie features Tarantino? Muppets from Space, Muppets Wizard of Oz, Muppet Christmas Carol. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. If you tapped on Muppets in Space, you must have spaced out there. Muppets Wizard of Oz. Off to see the Quizzard. Let's go, 17,000 of you. Quentin has worked with all the A-listers, including Kermit and Miss Piggy. He plays a director in this film, trying to sell Kermit on a very violent movie vision.
And then, just as Dorothy and the Wicked Witch charge at each other, bam! Blowout!
Kermit looks very impressed. I think he's going to go for it. What do you think? Q13. Let's go for that. In which of these films does the director not make a clearly identifiable cameo? Kill Bill Volume 1, Django Unchained, Death Proof. Can you clearly identify the answer? Tarantino can be found in most of his movies in parts both large and small, but he's nowhere to be seen, at least, in Kill Bill Volume 1. Did you slay? 4,242 of you, extra brutal right there. In Django, he puts on a weird Aussie accent. In Death Proof, he plays Warren, but one place he can't be spotted is Kill Bill Volume 1. He may be, possibly, behind a mask. We'll never know, perhaps. Q14. Tarantino played what kind of character in an interactive mid-90s computer game? Movie director, criminal, cop. Yes, he was in a game as well. This man gets around. He's everywhere. From movies to Muppets to mindless video games, clad in a stripy jumpsuit, he played a criminal.
Filming a major motion picture starring Quentin Tarantino of Pulp Fiction.
Hey, he looks pretty good in stripes. What do you think? Criminal is the answer. You smooth criminals. 1,766 of you nailed it. Now remember the game Steven Spielberg's director's chair? No? Well, I don't blame you, but it did actually exist. Way more fun than that game is our next prize question. Here on Q15. Let's do it. It's coming up right now. What movie is Tarantino referencing with this dance?
Nose up in the air, very like this.
The Aristocats, Grease, West Side Story. Those are some pretty groovy moves. But where did he get those from? I wanna dance like that. If you went for Grease, that's not the one that you want. The perfect answer, the Aristocats. Oh yeah. 634 of you dancing onwards. Now remember that dance scene in Pulp Fiction, Uma's moves. They're based on Zsa Zsa Gabor's dance in the animated Aristocats. Do I have it? What move will you make right now? Will you take the cash or will you make the dash? We're offering $4.75 to 632 players right now. Next prize, 3 questions away. You want to be an early winner? Are you going to stick with me for the long haul? $4.75, 447 early winners. Taking that cash right now. 185 players still with us. We've got 3 questions until the next prize. Are you ready? 185 still in. And now that you've made it past the Tarantino test, we are heading into our general trivia phase of the game. Are you ready to rock? Here goes with the next question. Q16. Which of these Apple models was released while Steve Jobs was not at the company? iMac, iBook, Quadra. There's a need for Steve. Well, this is quite the quandary, isn't it? Unless you knew it was Quadra. Quadra is the answer. Well computed by 22 of you. Brutal, just brutal. Jobs resigned from Apple in 1985 or was ousted, as the story may go. He returned 12 years later to help save the company and boost it to iProduct success. Yeah, that was him. Q17. Which of these singers appears in the liner notes of a U2 album, but under a different name? Sinead O'Connor, Annie Lennox, or Chrissie Hynde? Hopefully not the album we all deleted from our phones. It just wouldn't go away. If you opted for Annie Lennox, sweet dreams and good night. I can't pretend it's not Chrissie Hynde. In hindsight, that's what you should have tapped. 11 of you did. Chrissie Hynde from The Pretenders sang back up on U2's Pride. She was married to Jim Kerr from Simple Minds at the time, so didn't mind being Chrissie Kerr. And I hope you don't mind. We have another prize question on Q18. 11 left standing in the game. Let's do it. Which of these words is not in the first sentence of the US Declaration of Independence? Nature, happiness, separation. Let's see how patriotic you really are. If you tapped on separation, that was the wrong declaration. It's happiness. Are you happy about that one? 6 of you very happy right now. The second sentence mentions the pursuit of happiness, not the first. This should make you gleeful. 6 of you at least a tempting cash offer. Will you take it and run or stick to your guns? $333.34 we're offering to 6 players right now. That is a major stash of cash. 3 more questions until the next prize. You're going to take that 300 and something. 4 players chose to take it. 2 players are still playing. All right, well done to you 4. Well done to you 2. We've got more work to do. Let's go. Q19. Which of these classical pieces was composed before the American Revolution? Beethoven's Fifth, Pachelbel's Canon, Eine kleine Nachtmusik. Fun to say and even more fun to listen to. 3 monumental pieces of music, but which was composed before the Revolution? Pachelbel's Canon. And it's blast off for just one of you. Just one made it through. Mozart's Eine Kleine was written in 1787. Beethoven's Fifth between 1804 and 1806, while Pachelbel's Canon blasted off between 1680 and 1706. 1 player remains in the game. Good luck to you. Send those lucky wishes in the chat to that 1 player standing. Q20. This sign is least likely to be found in what country? Ooh, I love it when it gets to this part. 1 player left. Algeria, Angola, Chile. Send them the best of luck in the chat. Algeria, Angola, or Chile, least likely to have that sign. I've never seen one of these signs in Manhattan, that's for sure. We have rats crossing, not penguins. It's Algeria. Did you get Algeria? Did you? Yes! Wow, awesome. This thoughtful penguin crossing sign is least likely to be found in Algeria because these friendly flippers are only in the southern hemisphere. 1 player moving north to our final prize question. Yes, the big one right here, the final one of the game. You could win some impressive cash. If you get it right, you'll choose to either get paid or stay in the game to try to hit the jackpot. You'll have to make it to Q30 to win that $230,000 though. Let's do it. Good luck again to our 1 player left in the game. Q21. The world's northernmost mountain range was named for which of these? President, River, Celestial Body. Ooh, this is exciting. I'm starting to sweat now a little bit. Perspire. Are you? I'm sure that 1 player is. If you went for River, I'm going to have to stop your flow, and I hope I don't have to. President is the correct answer. Oh, yes, you genius, you. You genius, you. The world's northernmost mountain range is the Roosevelt Mountains, named for President Teddy Roosevelt. You have moved mountains. Now you can reap the reward if you like. 1 player, what are you offering? What are we offering? $1,500. 9 questions until the jackpot. You want to take that $1,500, or are you going to bet big on yourself tonight? Oh, you chose to take the cash. Well done to you. I would have as well. $1,500 going to Voltarex 3. And that looks like a little Pokemon right there. Well done to you. That is pretty awesome. It really is. $1,500. Amazing, amazing stuff. Well done to all of you guys. You did an awesome job. We had plenty of winners at different levels, winning lots and lots of cash. And, of course, I'm Sharon Carpenter. You can hit me on the socials right here. Here's where you can find me. Stop by, say hi, and the fun is not over yet. You'll be glad to hear. We've got HQ Words up next. It's movie night at Words. That's happening at 9:30, so keep your phones real close. I'll be back soon, and until then, have a wonderful night, my lovelies. Bye.